Okay, so I have. He asked me to be his girl, then introduced me as his homegirl at a party. Hey Ashley, I've been dating this guy for 4 months. Everything seemed official. He deleted all his dating apps and even introduced me to his family. But last weekend at his friend's party, I met his friends for the first time and he introduced me as his homegirl. I stood there like, homegirl? So it messed with me the whole party, but I waited until we got home. So I asked him about it and he said, I don't like labels like that. So why ask me to be exclusive? Is it time to go or am I overthinking this? Signed, not your little homegirl.
My first question is how old are they?
Right.
For imaginary sake, let's just put them in their 20s. They're adults. They're not teenagers.
They're probably in their 30s for real, because this just sounds very
this is
possible.
very
This
current.
is possible at any age.
No, this has happened. So below 25, it happens. I ain't gonna lie.
But why does age matter? My issue would be, why would you ask me to be official if you don't do labels? That in itself is confusing.
So
why ask me to be your girlfriend and then say you don't do labels like girlfriend?
So you're not asking her to be his girlfriend.
He's asking her to be intimately exclusive.
There we go.
That's the thing that's changed, right? Like the whole be my girlfriend versus be my exclusive partner. Like it's two different things now.
That's crazy.
It's two different things now because dating has evolved over the years.
We hitting raw. You have to be exclusive.
If we're doing all that, why not just be my man? Why aren't you my man?
Because being your man comes with a lot more responsibility than just you being my.
So I can risk my life, but slow down.
What that means
dating?
You could just be clean. We could just both be clean together, and just that,
What that means is I haven't figured you out enough yet, or figured myself out enough yet to even remotely think about us having any kind of future together.
Exactly.
But I do appreciate hitting it raw, and I would like to continue hitting it raw.
That is wild work. I think that girl needs to run.
And yes, that is a run scenario. Yeah.
Because that's not. Yeah.
I think.
I played. I ain't gonna lie. I will admit it. I definitely played that game before. That's why I asked what age. Before I was 25, I absolutely played that game.
Will you be my girl, but not my girl? How'd you ask?
So what do you want to do? I put the ball in y'all court every time.
Okay.
That's all I had to do.
So what does that look like?
You allow it. Honestly, you just be.
So
cool
you just
with it.
say, "What do you want to do?" And she's like, "I want you to be my man." And you're like,
I
"Nah."
don't think I'm ready for that. Well, we could just still be cool. All right, cool.
And this has been Game with Kell.
But it's not good. See, mentally, I ain't gonna lie. This puts you in a space where you get a little bit more paranoid because what happens is.
Why don't you want to be exclusive with me? Are you doing this with other people?
No. It becomes where I believe she's exclusive for me only every time I see her, but we're not truly official. We're really not official. But she gave me the okay, but in reality, it's not okay. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe she was with another nigga yesterday, but I can't be mad because she's not my girl.
You're not my man.
So you basically put yourself in a.
I put myself
weird
in a mind jail, basically, because now I'm looking at her
That's
like.
Gonna probably make you start
Because I can't be
disassociating
pissed.
with her.
Exactly, I can't be pissed because we're not
That's what you
together,
wanted.
and that's what I wanted. So as I got
Careful what you ask
older,
for.
I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just be 100, and then just be as 100 as possible. Either whether I want to be with you for real or we can just be fucking. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how blunt I have to be from now on. That's how I've been moving ever since. But that is pre-25 game. I do not recommend it. Just be 100. Either she your girl or she not. Just make it just, real as possible, basically.
And there you have it.
I agree. I mean, it's not a game you should play. I think we need to be better when it comes to relationships across the board. There's this weird separation of relationships and just sleeping with somebody, and they used to be the same thing, They used to,
and now they're not mutually exclusive.
They used to be mutually exclusive. Now they're not, and it's weird. I understand hookup culture. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's fun to get you some with no strings attached. You can beat some cheeks, and then you ain't got to take her out to eat afterwards. That's cool, yeah. But it's really messing us up on a lot. That's why a lot of people our age now aren't even together.
Exactly.
That's why there's the what is it? The age is going down for people to have like fully thought out relationships or marriages or anything like that. Back in the day when we were kids, I thought I was gonna be married by the time I was 20.
I also think our concept of time is different. And I feel like people go through like checklists. And a lot of people before were getting married because they felt like it was the thing to do. Like, okay, we've been together for 3 years.
Yeah, the expectation
so
in the past.
I have to marry him or her. So like, let's do it.
But sure, you got people who've been together like that and they ain't never get married. They still not married.
Or I got them pregnant, so now I need to be with them. I feel like people were getting married out of like a feel of need.
I think marriage was needed back then.
And now I think people understand like you don't have to. Like, I don't have to just marry you because we have a child together. I don't have to marry you because we've been together for 5 years. I don't have to marry you because everybody's pressuring me. And that's why I think there's a lot of people that are married and don't like each other. There's a man that got on his podcast and straight up said, I don't love my wife.
Okay, so those dudes were tripping.
That was wild. And then did a fake public apology. Like,
I don't think that was. I think that he was dead ass serious.
I do.
I'm not saying they were lying. I'm just saying they're tripping. Because it's like...
You said out loud?
I feel like they're tripping because the boldness that you had to sit on your podcast and embarrass your wife, you should have had to come to her as a man and say, the love isn't here.
How you going to get on a podcast and say you don't love your wife? You ain't even told your wife you don't love your wife.
You know how many views that shit did?
He got on. I saw he did an apology.
That's sad, though.
And what's embarrassing is like, don't apologize to me, bro. I would have rather him acted like nothing happened than give me a public apology. Because you meant what you said, so stand on it. Like, don't try to say, oh, you know.
Even if they just said that, them niggas made sure they felt it. Y'all felt it. You know what I'm saying?
They giggled and swung their little feet. Like, they were laughing so hard.
Somebody in the comments was like, y'all just need to go ahead and break up with y'all wives and be together.
Yes, and be together. But even if that's not the case, like, that's why I don't care for people that, like, portray, like, marriage is everything. Because, yeah, you're married and y'all have been together forever. But you know nothing about your spouse. Mm-hmm. Or you guys just show up to events together, but what? Like, when's the last time you guys were intimate? When's the last time you guys went on a date? When's the last time, you know, you guys had a good time together and weren't just doing things out of obligation? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Suffice to say, if it's not cool with you being called a homegirl, then you need to let him go. That's the bottom line. Like,
that man don't know what he wants.
He basically set you up and he's like, are you going to allow this? Because if you allow it, then I'm going to do whatever I want. If you don't allow it, if he really like you, maybe he'll straighten up and say, no, you're my girl.
Start dating, babe. That man does not know what he wants. He sets you up and gaslit you. Go on a date with another man tomorrow.
I said back in the day, if you gave me an inch.
You taking 3 miles.
$1 million.
That's crazy.
All around the world, straight up.
There you have
Good luck, girl.
There you have it. But hey, look, if y'all got some relationship questions, problems, things going on, make sure y'all write in. Comment down below. Hit the DMs if y'all don't want people to see it. We'll feature you. Everything is anonymous. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to say, oh, Chelsea 5267 says her man got herpes. Like, that ain't going to happen.
And start including more. Like, if you could give us, like, age so that we can give, like, actual advice. Like, give us a little more.
We want to be age appropriate. So that means if you're 60 and you need some advice, we'll give you some young blood advice. You feel me?
Yeah, we need more details. But yes, definitely write in.
For sure.
All right.
Bye.
Thank y'all.